Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sarah today, because Pam's at BNI. Networking, doing her thing. We are covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Give us a listen at LydiaMediaLLC.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@LydiaMediaLLC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by UPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, serving residential and commercial customers with new installations and repairs. Call today and schedule your oil and gas boiler cleanings at 754-4556. UPI, the best plumbers around. And by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it at 6 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We are joined in studio by a couple of Maine Nordiques, Ryan Mottau and Matt DellaRusso. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yeah, doing good.
We're going to have some fun talking to Ryan and Matthew all about the Nords and a whole lot more coming up in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, October 30th.
The Sun-Journal reports that Lewiston city officials will interview 4 candidates for city administrator next month. The city council sought candidates with a minimum of 7 years of municipal executive management experience or similar related private business experience.
Governor Mills was awarded France's Legion of Honor for her efforts to promote and honor French language and culture in Maine. Over 1/3 of Maine's population is of French and Canadian descent, and French is the second most spoken language in Maine. Governor Mills is fluent in French. Didn't know that. She also earned a Bachelor of Arts in French from the University of Massachusetts, Boston in 1970.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Is your family French-Canadian?
Yes, very much so.
Did you speak French?
I spoke fluent French up until I was about 3 or 4 years old, and then
they stopped speaking it in front of you, and you stopped speaking it.
The only French I know now is "Je ne parle pas français." That means I don't speak French.
That's good. The City of Auburn invites families to join today's Fright Fest. There will be a free trunk or treat with city departments and Main Street businesses, along with free popcorn and lots of goodies. It happens today from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on Main Street and Festival Plaza.
And comedic actress Terry Garr died yesterday of multiple sclerosis. Garr co-starred in hit movies Young Frankenstein, where she was just phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Tootsie and Mr. Mom. She was 79 years old.
She also played Phoebe's mom on Friends.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she was a treasure. Absolutely.
Not so treasurable is the weather today. Rain today with a high of 60 and a low of 44. Partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 73. And sunny on Friday with high temps approaching 70.
We've been so spoiled.
We really have.
We would do for some rain.
Yeah, I had it in my head that I would do some paddling tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. You guys are both from New England. You Bruins fans?
Absolutely.
Still?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Still after last night?
And
we watched it.
It was rough.
Yeah, I know.
That was a rough game.
It's still so early.
It is.
They're going to be all right. Like, they're going to be in the playoffs and just be in the mix again. So.
Well, that's the thing. You know, the last 2 seasons, they had the record-breaking year. Yeah. And then the follow-up year, they were in first place pretty much all season and then got bounced early in the playoffs. So all that matters is making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen once you get in there.
Anything.
Really, so.
Like, I don't know, maybe beating Philadelphia.
Yeah, that
the worst team in the league.
Yeah, they are one of the worst teams in all of hockey. And the Bruins, they didn't fare so well against the Flyers last night. They lost 2-0. They will visit the Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow night.
Well, we love the Celtics.
We do. The Celtics are undefeated and defending champions.
Yeah. They're going to visit the Indiana Pacers tonight at 7.
I feel like we're a little hard on the Bruins. We just expect so much of them now.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do.
In men's soccer, Bates College and Colby played to a 2-2 tie, and Bates Field Hockey beat Colby 6-2.
CMCC men's basketball visits UMaine Farmington tonight at 6. Go Beavers!
I noticed your UMF hat this morning.
I did. I have my UMF hat today.
Yeah. We should tell the listeners that's because Sarah's son goes to UMF.
Yeah.
The Maine Nordiques visit the Danbury Hat Tricks on Friday and Saturday.
The NA3 Nordiques host the Manchester Junior Mountain Kings on Friday and Saturday at the Coliseum in Lewiston.
And speaking of New England teams that we're so proud of.
Oh my gosh,
the Patriots, who have won one in a row. We're going for 2. They will take on the lowly Tennessee Titans on Sunday afternoon.
We'll see. We'll see.
The Titans are pretty horrific.
They're just abysmal this year.
So it should be a close game.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Ooh. On our high school sports in field hockey playoffs, we have Class A North quarterfinals. Skowhegan beating Lewiston 3-0.
Class B South quarterfinals, Yarmouth beat Poland 6-1, and Great New Gloucester NYA beat Greeley 1-0.
And on our Class C South quarterfinal, it was Halldale Monmouth over Lisbon 1-0.
That's your news, weather, and sports. And right now it is time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities.
Yay.
It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for October 30th, shall we?
Yeah, okay.
We're going to start off with Ben Bailey.
Yeah.
You familiar with Ben?
Yes.
Hilarious stand-up.
He's a funny guy.
And the host of Cash Cab.
Yeah.
Which was an award-winning game show back in the day. He won an Emmy Award for that. He'd drive people around in the back of a New York City cab and ask them trivia questions, right?
Right. And then they just had, like, from the start to the end of their ride, right, to answer the questions. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and win money.
Singer and guitarist Gavin Rossdale of Bush is 59 years old today. He was married to Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
For like 13 years.
Mr. Gwen.
Mr. Gwen. That was him.
That's him.
What's Bush's big hit? Come Down?
No, what's the other? Glycerine.
Glycerine.
Yeah.
Right. Grace Slick is 85 years old today. You know her from Jefferson Airplane. And the hits White Rabbit and Somebody to Love. And then she went on to sing in their spin-off bands, Jefferson Starship and then Starship. Oh. There must have been a lawsuit there over the name Jefferson.
You would think.
I would think. Yeah, they had We Built This City.
Yep.
And nothing's going to stop us now. And Grace is also a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was inducted as a member of Jefferson Airplane in 1996. And rounding out FPBs for October the 30th, speaking of national treasures.
Speaking of...
Henry Winkler.
Oh my gosh, the Fonz.
The Fonz is 79 years old
Arthur
today.
Fonzarelli. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, with the thumbs. Remember?
That was good.
Thanks. He was so good.
Yeah, and still working.
Directing.
Also went on to a successful movie career.
Yeah.
He was in The Waterboy with Adam Sandler. It's weird saying successful movie career and leading off with an Adam Sandler movie.
The Waterboy.
Unreal movie.
Yeah.
It was something. A lesser known movie, but it was really good. I remember watching this back in the day because they played it on HBO like 7 times a day. It was a movie called Night Shift.
Oh.
It was Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And Shelley Long was in it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great.
I do remember that.
And he just recently was on HBO with Bill Hader in Bill's Barry.
God, I love Bill Hader. I love him so much. He's like right up there for me with Tom Hanks. It's like everything he does embodies what is going on inside of my head.
Wow.
I know. Strong connection.
In Barry?
Not in Barry.
Oh, okay. He's a different character in Barry.
No, in his actual life.
Gotcha.
It's real, like when you'd see him in interviews and stuff. It's like, I didn't realize that there was someone else who thought the way that my brain thinks.
Okay. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, no, I'm not murdering anybody. I swear.
So there you go. Henry Winkler, the Fonz, is 79 years old today.
Love
and that'll do it for your FPBs for October the 30th.
The Exchange Club of Auburn extends a formal invitation to all veterans for a complimentary luncheon at the Green Ladle in recognition of your steadfast dedication and commitment to our nation. The event is Friday, November 8th at the Green Ladle on the campus of Lewiston High School. For more information, call John Reed at 777-3579.
Now we shift focus to our guests in studio. Maine Nordiques, number 10 in your program, forward Ryan Mottau from Duxbury, Massachusetts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that how you say it?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's smiling.
Yeah,
whatever works for you.
Yeah.
And number 70 in your program, goalie Matt DellaRusso from Darien, Connecticut.
Sounds like a woman's name.
It does.
Darien.
Yeah. I look at it, I want to say Darien, but it's Darien.
Darien.
Both you guys first year Nordiques?
Yeah, this is my first year.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
We'll start with you, Matt. How old were you the first time you hit the ice?
Probably about 4 or 5, just with like my dad, and he kind of taught me how to skate for the first time. He was my coach pretty much my whole life.
Did you start off as a goalie?
No.
Or did you gravitate?
Yeah, I started off as a forward. My dad wanted me to kind of learn how to skate first. And I just kind of became a goalie when I was probably 8 or 9. It kind of just stuck with me. I was kind of just the guy that put on the pads every time for my team, and then
because nobody else wanted to, or
I don't know.
I feel like that's how it goes.
You got to be a little nuts to throw those things out.
Yeah. There's a special kind of kid that plays the goal.
Yeah, a little bit. There's more They say that with like lacrosse goalies, but I don't know. There's more padding in hockey, so I feel a little more safe.
It's
People
still
are
pretty dangerous.
whipping pucks at you at high speeds.
Yeah, it does hurt sometimes.
I bet.
So can you kind of take us through your career, give us the cliff notes of when you started playing hockey and up until you became a Nordique?
I started playing for my town in Darien when I was probably 4 or 5 and kept playing until I was about 10, and then I moved over to the New Canaan Winter Club, which is New Canaan is the town right over from Darien. We played in like an outdoor rink, and I played there for like until 8th grade, and then 9th grade I played for my high school. It's kind of when I started taking hockey a little more serious. I kind of realized that I wanted to keep going with it. 10th grade came by, and I kind of wanted to take my hockey elevated a little, and play a little harder. And so I ended up going to prep school, St. George's in Rhode Island, which actually we play his school Thayer in the ISL. But yeah, it's kind of when I started taking it pretty serious. I kind of got a goalie coach, wanted to start thinking about playing in college. So played at St. George's for my sophomore, junior year. And then I ended up leaving before my senior year and playing in the BCHL in West Kelowna last year, which was an unreal experience. I had a really good time there. But yeah, we actually played Merritt, which was Aiden and Ocean's team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We played them like a bunch, so I kind of was familiar with them before they came here. Just kind of funny. We kind of ended up in the same spot, along with like a couple other guys, like Mike too was there. And then I ended up here in the summer, talked to like Nick Skurlick, and thought this would be a good spot to end up. So
did you go through training camp, and did you have to earn a spot on the team, or was it pretty much a foregone conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to him in the summer, and he liked me, and I kind of knew what my spot would be. Still had to earn the spot, obviously. So
yeah, and you're one of 3 goalies currently on the Nordiques, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Ryan, how old were you when someone laced up your skates?
I know you guys weren't doing it yourself.
I got on the ice for the first time. Like my dad bought me skates when I was really young, like 2 maybe. Like I was young. I started out in New Jersey, like learned to skate. My feet would get really cold. I didn't really like it at first, but I loved just like kind of like the idea of hockey. So like I'd play like mini sticks and all that at home. And then we moved to Long Island, and I started picking up like learn to play there. And then we moved back home to Boston in like 2012. So it was kind of like an awkward like kind of getting started years. Played for my town growing up, and then I started playing for the club team around us, the Bay State Breakers. Played there all the way up until I was 13 years old maybe, and then went to the East Coast Militia, which was based out of Braintree, Massachusetts, and then played there for 3.5 years, and then I moved on to the Cape Cod Whalers last year, and my dad's been a coach for me for the past 5 years, and then I would play my high school career. I started in 9th grade at Duxbury High with Hutch. We were teammates. We were line mates, actually. And then I moved on, same as Matt, 10th grade. I wanted to get something a little more competitive. I went to Thayer Academy, and it's like a 30-minute drive from my house every day, and it wasn't bad. I loved it. My dad went there. He played hockey there, and I got the call to come to Maine camp in the summer, and it was like 20 minutes from my house. And I was like, all right, I'll go, and kind of earned my spot through the Nordiques, so that's kind of how I ended up here.
You haven't been away from home a whole lot.
No.
Right?
No.
You pretty much spent your entire career in New England.
Yeah, like hockey-wise, yeah. It's been great.
Yeah.
Some of these kids are all over the country,
I know, yeah.
Like last week.
California.
start in California, but then just he bounced everywhere, all over.
It was Briggs, I think, right?
Briggs
has been everywhere.
Yeah.
Matt, I think we touched on it earlier. It takes a certain type of person to be a goaltender, a hockey goaltender. Do you think you have to be a little crazy?
You're nuts.
It definitely takes a little bit to get in front of a rubber puck coming at you like 90 miles an hour. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of padding, so it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. Definitely, they make really good gear now. So yeah, it doesn't really hurt too bad. But yeah, you gotta have a little extra, I guess.
I know you guys love hockey and you love the Bruins and stuff, but if you ever look back, like what goalies used to wear back in the day, they had about the same amount of padding as a forward now.
Yeah,
and
maybe less.
Maybe less, exactly.
Yeah,
and they didn't start off with a mask.
Oh no,
it's
no
insane.
teeth, no teeth.
Yeah, no. I've seen pictures of guys from then, and it was just insane. I definitely wouldn't play goalie then. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's when you had to be certifiably crazy to play goalie.
I think there's like a little bit of crazy because, like you said, their pucks are flying at you at a high speed, but also there's like a majorly high level of chill. Like you have to be such a cool cucumber. You have to be just in like very focused in where you're at and paying attention to everything that's going on. Like how do you maintain that level of focus and that level of calm when there's so much coming at you? Like not just pucks but people.
Yeah, I kind of just try to breathe in the net, kind of keep my focus on the game, because as soon as you kind of start thinking about other like outside things, that's when you kind of get messed up. So you kind of just have to keep your mind on the game and be present with the game. But yeah, that's how I kind of keep my focus.
Ryan, what the heck happened last week?
Oh, jeez.
Against the Northeast Generals. We have to address it. Because you guys are so good.
You are.
We were just expecting you guys were going to steamroll the
crush
Generals.
them. Yeah.
It was a freak weekend.
Yeah.
Don't expect that again. Hopefully. That won't happen again. So.
Especially coming off one of your best weekends against
that wasn't like us. So we're going to come out and we're going to go at the Danbury squad pretty good. So it's just something to brush off the shoulder.
Sure.
So we'll be good. We'll be good.
You'll take it out on another team.
It's not looking good for them, so we'll be all right.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about the Bruins earlier. It's a long season.
It is.
There'll be speed bumps along the way.
It's our first real speed bump. So.
Yeah. What was the mood like in the locker room after that?
It's okay. It's a podcast.
Yeah, I don't think it was like great. I mean, understandably.
I mean, our guys want to win, so it's good that we didn't really have a good mood in the locker room after. So if we were happy, I'd see a problem there. So
absolutely,
it's expected. I mean, there were such high expectations for you guys, and that's something I wanted to talk about as well. With you guys coming in as first-year players, knowing that the Nordiques had a record-breaking season last year and came so close to the Robertson Cup. Matt, what's it like for you coming into this team, knowing you're going to be counted on pretty heavily as a goalie?
Yeah, I mean, our coaches have high expectations of us, so you kind of just got to do your thing and play how you play. So I've seen a lot, so I kind of know how to handle a lot of things. But yeah, we definitely have high expectations for our team, and so we know what it takes to win, and yeah, we'll definitely be ready this weekend.
Ryan, can you talk about your experience so far with the Nordiques and how it compares to your previous teams?
So this is like a winning culture that we have here. Like this team's like always about winning, and I think that's so cool. But we're also about development too, and making yourself a better hockey player, and like for the years coming for college and whatever's next for other guys as well. And I think that's really cool, and I've certainly seen growth in my game as well. It's my first year of junior hockey, and it's definitely eye-opening for myself, like going from last year where I was the captain of my prep school team. Like I had like control over some guys, and like I was like kind of like an older guy. Now it's like I'm a younger guy, I'm a rookie. It's my first year, and I'm just learning all these new things, like working out the kinks in my game and mentally and all that stuff. Like I'm growing up and like maturing, so it's pretty cool to do that while here in Lewiston.
And how does Coach Skurlick compare to other coaches you've had in your career?
So if I had to compare him to someone, I would probably compare him to my previous, like my first coach at Thayer Academy, Tony Amonte. He was a coach that demanded a lot, but it was something that you needed like every day. If you really wanted to like bring that charge of like energy to your team, like it's going to reciprocate at one point. So Mike Stenberg played for the same guy as well, Tony Monty. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like we have that connection. We both played at that school, and yeah, Skrlik, he's a great coach.
Demanding but fair.
Yeah,
is the sense we get from the players,
fair,
right?
Like, yeah, exactly.
He expects a lot from you because he knows what you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And Matt, do you have is there a goalie coach for the Nords?
We used to have one last year, but he moved on to
Ryan Shelley.
college, yeah.
Right.
So,
Ryan moved on.
But
Man.
yeah, as of right now, no.
Okay. So who are you getting most of your coaching from?
Myself, and I have my coach back home, so I usually text with him a bunch, and he helps. Yeah, he's a really good coach. He knows what he's talking about.
With 3 goalies on the team, how much notice do you have before a start?
I mean, it usually goes week to week. Some weeks he'll tell me on a Monday early. Other days it'll be like a couple days before the weekend. It kind of just depends on the week. How you're playing in practice and stuff.
So if you're lights out on like a Friday night game, is there any chance you're playing on Saturday, or is it a rotating core?
Usually, unless you had like a shutout or something, then that kind of would depend on it. But he's usually a guy that likes to rotate his goalies, which is good, yeah.
Do goalies hang out with each other on the road?
Yeah.
Because you're a different breed, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hang out with everyone. I like to hang out with everyone, but yeah, Carter is the other goalie. He's a really good guy, so I like to hang out a bunch.
And I'm sure you guys help each other, too, along the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We are always talking goalie, so
Yeah.
you can't really talk about that with him. So.
Ryan, you don't speak goalie?
No, I mean, I'm not very fluent in it. I'm picking up on it. So.
Being roommates.
Yeah.
Is there any superstition in the goalie net? Like if you play one night and you do have and you like don't let anything by, are they like, oh, you got to do it again tomorrow?
I don't know. There's definitely some superstitions. Like I wear sunglasses into the rink.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a
It's kinda-
first.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
I just tried it once and I played well and I kept doing it and then was playing well and then the moment I stopped doing it, I played bad. So
Plus, you looked really cool, I bet.
yeah, I did. It adds to the suit. So
Just super fly.
Ryan's not buying it.
I mean,
Ryan, you have any quirks that work for you?
No, I mean, I don't. It's kind of just like, let's play hockey.
Yeah.
I love it.
goes
So
with the flow.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
fun with it.
Matthew, who's been the biggest inspiration for you so far in your career?
I'd probably have to go with my dad. He's kind of just taught me my work ethic and all the ups and downs I've been through. He's kind of been there for me. So,
Yeah.
I've had a lot of ups and downs in my hockey career. So, yeah, he's definitely been a big part of my success.
And you stay in contact with him
Yeah.
throughout the season?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He was here this past weekend. So,
Nice.
Oh, it's nice that your family's still close by?
yeah, it's like 5 hours. So,
Ooh, that's
it's
not
kind of
close by.
far. Yeah, it's kind of far, but they like me enough to come see me.
That's good.
That is good.
Especially at your age.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite NHL goalies that you kind of try to model your game after?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. I like Carey Price a lot, but he doesn't play anymore. But yeah, he used to be on my wall when I was growing up. So him and Jonathan Quick. But yeah, I kind of model after Demko and Swayman. I really like those two. So I like to watch them. They're fun to see.
Anything in particular about Jeremy's game that you like? Because Sarah and Jeremy go way back.
Oh, really?
So I'm sure she'd like to hear about
We
it.
went to a Dave Matthews concert together.
Oh, it's awesome.
Together.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the same space.
But she does
area.
she does have a great photo with
I
him.
do, I do.
They look like high school sweethearts.
He's very cool.
Yeah, no, he's definitely, I've heard he's a really cool guy. So, but yeah, I just we have like same gear, kind of just play similar. He plays really athletic. So that's a really good part of his game.
And Ryan, how about the biggest inspiration for your career?
I would have to say my dad as well. I mean, it sounds like it's so simple to say that, but like it really is. I mean, my dad played pro hockey for a bunch of years, and he's taught me so much like about the game and very specific details that you need to know, like that aren't really taught like by another coach. And it's really easy to lean on him for certain stuff, bounce ideas off him, and He's coaching right now out in British Columbia while I'm here, so it's kind of like we're on opposite sides. He's coaching that BCHL league as well.
What was it like having your dad for a coach? You said like 5 years he was your coach, right?
It had its perks at first, or not at first. At first, it was like I was so bad. Like he would like yell at me, like he'd be like, "Come on, like you're better than that. Like what? Come on, like all this stuff." And car rides were pretty hard. And as I got older, I kind of started listening to what he was saying, and I was like, all right, this is easier. No more hard car rides. So it was nice.
Well, and nobody would know your game better than somebody who knows you that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He knows my
everything.
game more than anyone. So I agree with that.
Do your teammates look at you differently when your dad's the coach?
No. I mean, the praise was very low for myself. Like, because he wouldn't let me know, like, if it was great or not, because it was like, I'm the coach's kid. Like, you can't be like, oh, yeah, good job, Ryan. Like, great play.
We're going out for ice cream after.
Yeah, like, we're going to go get dinner. Like,
Save it for the car ride.
I was
That's
like,
right.
oh.
So if
that's
anything,
kind of brutal, actually. Yeah.
Maybe he was a little harder on you.
Yeah, but like it's tough love. Like it's just coach. Like he was coach to me. He's coach dad.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
Yeah.
I like that. Coach
like
Dad.
it. How about your NHL heroes? Anybody in particular that you look up to?
I love Trent Frederick.
Yes.
He can throw some hands and play hard. He's got a little attitude to him, but he sounds like a pipsqueak. I love it.
He's like a Mike Tyson, right?
He's a beast. Yeah, I like him a lot.
It's my wife's favorite player,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah?
She likes the scrappy ones.
Big
Yeah.
fan of him,
I can see
always. Honestly, yeah, I love him, and I think that's literally it right now in the NHL.
Yeah.
I don't got much after that.
Yeah. Whenever someone on the ice wrongs a Bruins player, the first words out of her mouth, "Go get him, Trent."
He said that last night.
Go get him.
Go get him, Trent. I love it. All right. I think it's time for our 3 random questions segment.
Okay.
Unless you got anything else, Sarah?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah,
I just wanna make sure.
I was just looking up Trent Frederick. You guys called him a pipsqueak. He's 6'3".
Have you heard him speak?
No.
That's why I compared him to Mike Tyson. Mike
'cause his
Tyson was
voice
the
is small.
baddest man on the planet.
Okay.
But when he started talking, you were like, "You have got to be kidding me!"
Real voice. Okay. All right, I get it.
But that's Trent.
Okay.
Trent is a bad mofo on the ice, but yeah, once he starts talking,
He's
you're
got
like,
that little
"Really?"
tiny voice.
Seriously. He's
so
like
funny.
chirping on like the mic'd up videos, and it's pretty funny to
All
hear.
right,
He's like,
now I gotta listen.
he's like,
Okay.
I'm gonna get you.
All right, guys, we're going to do 3 random questions with you. These questions have nothing to do with hockey, unless your answers do, and then that's on you. But we're just trying to get to know you a little bit off the ice. We will start with Matt. Matt, what was your favorite childhood toy?
Oh, probably like Legos or something. When I was younger, I used to play with a lot with Legos and build them. So
Like the sets where you had to build something in particular, or did you just take a bunch of Legos and get creative with it?
no, yeah, I like the sets.
Yeah.
I usually picked out
Yeah.
the sets and I'd like build a bunch of stuff. So
Right?
yeah.
I played a ton of mini sticks when I was younger, so like it was always hockey related like that. I don't know. I was always connected like that.
What's mini sticks?
It's like floor hockey.
Okay.
I don't know if when you're younger, like you get like if me and Matt wanted to play against each other, we'd get on our knees and set the nets up across from each other and just like play with like the little sticks.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's
yeah.
cute.
We need a little rink.
I guess.
back here. That'd be fun.
It's like a hockey tournament classic. Like everyone like
Oh yeah.
in the hotel, like
Yeah.
everyone gets in the hallway and you play until you get kicked out by like the security.
Yeah.
You guys got to find the ballroom.
Well, yeah, they would start dishing us that like every time. Like they would be like, "All right, yeah, you guys are in the ballroom. Like
Yeah.
this is your team room." Like we'd play for legit hours. It was sick.
Cute. If you had to have a doodle permanently tattooed on your face, what do you think would be the easiest thing to live with?
Sarah's questions are legendary. We should start with Ryan on this one because Matt went first last time.
Yeah,
Right,
that
right.
is true.
Like a doodle. Like it's
Yeah.
like a tattoo on my face.
Forever.
Unibrow.
Yeah. There you go. You can make that look very natural.
No, just look normal, I guess. Like it's not like, oh, shave that thing, dude. Like, I can't.
I can't. It's a tattoo.
Yeah.
Tattoo
All right.
a mustache.
There you
Yeah,
go.
like face. You could do like fake
Just
facial.
do like a curly Q mustache.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you
maybe
go.
like a little freckle or something.
A freckle. That's cheating.
We'll start with Matt on this one. Yeah. Matt, if you had to sing one song right now,
Oh boy.
what would it be?
Probably Mr. Brightside.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that is a good one.
It's a good
Yeah.
song.
Do you want to give it a shot? Or?
Do it.
Do it.
I don't know the lyrics well enough to do
Okay.
that, so
Right, Ryan?
I would if I did.
If
If you had to sing one song right
Yeah.
now.
Without Me, Eminem,
Okay.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Slim Shady.
Yeah. Now is one of our favorite parts of the show when we have the Nordiques on. We call it Scouting Reports. Ryan, let's say that Sarah and I own a hockey team. You're our star forward, but we're lacking a goalie. And we've been taking a look at Matt. We know you played with him before. What can you tell us?
So we live together. So as a person, I know who he is. Good guy, you know.
Yeah.
He can. But as a player, I got a couple notes
I got
here.
some notes.
Yes.
Notes are coming
All
out.
right.
Notes.
Deli, not much net to shoot at. This is some praise.
Okay.
Sneaky poke check he's got there. You can I'll come in. It's a nice poke check. There's no 5-hole option, but I always score somehow. So it's like, I mean, if
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
How do you have no 5-hole option?
I'm
He's quick
good.
like that.
Yeah, I'm quick.
Quick. Gotcha.
Close it quick.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna try and go 5-hole today in
All right,
practice.
yeah. Make a liar out of him.
Yeah,
It's not gonna work. He'll be
right.
lucky if he scores today.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like a battle every day. Like we get in the car. I'm like, you remember when I scored on you like in the warm up drill?
He'll be like,
He's like, no, not really. I saw 125 shots today.
That's
Mom, so I
right.
don't remember any of your shots.
One of them is still stuck in my mask. So that's pretty high praise.
Yeah, no, high praise. Very good goaltender. Our goaltending duo is like the best in the league. So it's
Nice.
great.
And off the ice, good guy, as you mentioned. At
Yeah,
the
we
top,
do
right?
everything together.
Yeah.
Like he moved in with us, and we literally are always together. So it's
All right, Matt, you are our stud goalie, but we need some help on the scoring end, and we're taking a look at this Ryan kid. What do you think?
He's definitely got a hard shot. I'll give him that. He can sling the puck. Does it hit the net all the time? No. But when it does, it's a good shot. Like it will get by. I'm not gonna lie, it will get by me sometimes. But yeah, he works hard. He goes hard to the net. He's definitely a guy I'd want to have on my team. He knows how to handle guys too. So if the game's getting out of control, he can deal with it too.
He's not afraid to throw down.
No, not at all.
Auto shed.
I got that impression.
absolutely.
Yeah, I got that impression. Oh,
Really?
Yeah, because you seem like very mild mannered, but then I was like, no, this guy fights. I could tell.
I'm still waiting for the first one this year, but it's coming. I want it to.
No one wants to fight him.
Yeah, no.
Really?
I'm just like a force to be reckoned with.
Have you always been like that?
No. I mean, like I fought for the first time like last year, and then I came to Maine camp to make the Nords team. Like it was like a tryout, and I think I fought a couple times. So
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of picked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, what is Ryan like off of the ice? Because that's important to us.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. We, like he said, we do everything together. Watch a lot of hockey together. So, yeah, definitely wouldn't spend as much of time as I do with him if he wasn't a good guy. So, yeah,
There you go.
Both
like
ways.
Like a little Trent Frederick over there.
yeah,
Yeah, it's my hero.
same
Love you,
voice.
Trent. All right.
So, Ryan, safe to say you are a proponent of fighting in hockey because it's starting to get phased out, right?
Yeah. I mean, I
Not
do.
in the null.
Not in the null.
Oh, there's no
but-
shortage of it in the null.
But they used to say that about the Q too, and now
True.
it's outlawed.
True.
But as far as it benefiting the game,
Absolutely.
You see that.
it protects
Right.
It protects players, and yeah, guys aren't doing stupid stuff. So
Matt, what's your take on it?
I love fights. If I could fight, I would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it kind of has that component of like controlling the game, and if
Yeah.
guys are kind of going at each other, it kind of slows things down. And makes guys not really want to mess with you anymore.
I've always wondered when there's a scrum in front of the net and say you get knocked over by an opposing player.
Yeah.
It is just absolute mayhem.
Yeah.
Down there, right?
Oh, yeah.
What is being said?
I probably can't say the things that are being said, but yeah, I love it. I like to get into the action too.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for it too, but yeah, I don't mess around with guys in front of my net. If they get near me, they're gonna get hurt.
Yep.
So.
One final question for you guys. We didn't warn you about this one earlier because it's one of my favorites.
Question.
Ryan, would you rather play in the NHL for 12 years as a perennial all-star and never win a Stanley Cup? Or would you want to play in the NHL for 5 years as a fourth-line forward and win a Stanley Cup?
So
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It is a really good question because my dad played 14 years in in the NHL. He never won a cup, so I think I want to win a cup. I'll take the 5 years as a fourth liner that I am right now. I love it. I love a winning team, so it's good stuff.
All right. Matt, would you rather play for 12 years as an all-star goalie or play for 5 years as a backup and win a cup?
It's a little different as a goalie.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, everyone wants to win a cup, but if I had the chance to play 12 years, I would definitely do that. I wouldn't want to be sitting on the bench for 5. So
Yep.
yeah, definitely 12.
So we got one cup and one all-star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
Hall of Famer.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes guys look at each
Split,
other cross-eyed and like, what are you talking about? You
how
don't want to
can
win a
you-
cup.
I want to win the
get it,
cup.
yeah.
I mean,
But-
as a player, it's a little different.
Yeah, but you're the first goalie we've asked that question to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I can see where you're coming from too. As a goalie, you just want to play.
Yeah.
Right? You want to get out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So it's kind of a no-brainer for you. It's not a fair question for a goalie. I
It's a little harder. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Guys, what do you have to say to fans who are on the fence about whether or not they want to check out a Maine Nordiques hockey game?
Oh, come on out. It's a good time. It's good production, good hockey. It's fast. It's fun. You're going to see some scrums if you're into that stuff. We're just always yelling at the other team. Yeah, it's great stuff. I mean, we have good fans already. So, I mean, if you want to come join that, yeah, we got food. We got drinks there. It's a great time. The goal hoarding's loud. There's good music.
It's a
I don't
party.
know. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of the party stuff that goes on. I think it's a good time.
Yeah,
So,
you get everything you need.
Yeah.
How about you, Matt?
I mean, yeah, we have a lot of character on the team, so you come watch and you'll see what our team's about. So definitely a really good time at the Nords games.
Not to mention, you guys are one of the best teams in the entire North American Hockey
Yeah.
League. So that helps too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes.
Ryan Mottau, Matt DellaRusso, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for
you.
joining
Thank
us.
you for having us.
Thank you. for having
Absolutely.
us.
Best of luck this weekend against the stinking Danbury Hat Tricks. And we can't wait to see you guys back on home ice.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Thank you.
And remember, folks, you can go to LydiaMediaLLC.com and enter to win tickets to see our Maine Nordiques live in action at the Colisee. So do that right now. We're picking some winners for November at the end of the week. Thanks to our sponsors, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and UPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@LydiaMediaLLC.com. Thanks for listening, folks, and we'll catch you tomorrow.